Lent Madness Global Viewing Public. It's wonderful to see you. I'm Scott Gunn, coming to you live from the Executive Directory of Forward Movement in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I'm here with Tim Schenck, who's coming to you live from St. John the Evangelist. Wait a second.
No.
Where are you? You're not even in Massachusetts.
What gave it away? Yeah.
The palm trees, the tropical plants,
All right,
the
all right.
architecture.
Well, yes, I'm in a new place this year for all of Lent and just in general at the Church of Bethesda by the Sea. I'm here at the rectory in Palm Beach, Florida.
That's fantastic. Now, are the rumors true that you did this so that you wouldn't have to recuse yourself if we put St. John the Evangelist into Lent Madness?
That is, yes. And also, Saint Bethesda. Is there a Saint Bethesda? I don't know.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. This is the one and the only preseason episode of Lent Madness XIV.
Yes, it has been. This is the 14th year, and it's been a while since we've done this. So we might seem even rustier than usual.
That's exactly right. But nevertheless, we're going to proceed, and this is going to be done in one take, as always, no matter what.
As always. And people are getting excited. Lent Madness, the start of Lent Madness 23 is in 3 days, a trinity of days before Ash Thursday, and everything gets kicked off with Augustine of Hippo versus Hippolytus.
Hippo versus hippo. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. Now down here, everybody wants to pronounce it Saint Augustine, so it's a little confusing.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, if somebody is excited about Lent Madness and they forgot to bookmark it, they forgot to tape a Post-it note onto their computer screen, it probably is a good idea for us to remind them of the URL where they would find this wonderful Lenten devotion.
Yeah, if we can remember. Again, it's been so long, and I know it's very complicated, but I believe it begins with 3 W's.
Ah, yes, 3 W's, and then there's usually a dot at that point.
There's usually a dot, and then Lent Madness, and this is the thing that people get confused about. There's a second dot, so it's .org.
I see.
Lent Madness. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 dots. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So we've settled that. Now, usually on Monday Madness, we're out hawking stuff. I mean, I know that's hard to believe. What do we sell? Mugs and saintly scorecards and bracket posters. But how's that going?
Well, the response was overwhelming at the Lentorium this year, lines around the block, and we are sold out of pretty much everything. So, but the good news is you can't go to the Lentorium and go shopping yet until we replenish the inventory later in Lent when we have more tchotchkes to sell. But Lent Madness is totally free. Like God's love, it's for everyone, and it doesn't have to cost you. You can play for free.
That's right. And where would you go to do that? This free game?
You could go to your local post office and ask, but they're probably going to be confused. So the best place to play is at www.lentmadness.org.
Thank you for the clarification, Scott. Appreciate that. And also, you never need a saintly scorecard to actually play. You can just log on at the start of every weekday during Lent. But you still, if you really want the scorecard, you can still get it on e-readers, Kindle, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and also, if you didn't get a chance to buy a giant bracket poster, you can go to the website, and on that website, you can go to the bracket section.
Yep.
Right there on the menu, and you'll see the bracket there, but there's a printable bracket, and you can print it as big as you want. So you can print your own giant bracket poster.
You could also paint the bracket on the side of the church. So there's different options.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. The other good news is that I can now put that for about $250 on eBay.
Yes, absolutely. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else do people need to know as we're getting ready for Lent Madness?
Yeah, no, the other thing is people can go to the URL, which I won't say again, and they can fill out an online bracket to compete against everybody who fills out a bracket.
Yeah, so you just go there, and there's a when you go to the bracket tab, you'll see the place you can fill out your bracket. You've got a couple options there for how you want your bracket to be scored, but Seth, the web guru, designed all this. And once you pick all the saints for your bracket, every day there'll be an updated ranking, and you'll see how you're doing compared to the rest of the Lent Madness global viewing public.
Yeah, so if competition is part of your spiritual discipline this Lent, you're in luck.
Absolutely. And we don't condone gambling, of course, on the Supreme Executive Committee. However, we do encourage people to brag loudly if they manage to win the bracket competition.
Right, and thereby winning Lent. So I think we're just going to get back to gearing up for Ash Thursday and the start of it all. We are so glad that you are going to be with us for this wild ride of just learning and fun and community, and we're excited to have you along again.
We are, and as always, every year we also like to remind you that Lent Madness is all very silly and fun, but we do hope that you have a rich and deep Lenten discipline. And we, Tim and I, both, I believe, can say together, we hope you find your way to a church on Ash Wednesday to get your Lent off to a good start.
That's right. And there are plenty of palms for me to burn around here in Palm Beach.
You can just go around and find random trees and you're good to go.
Right. Well, Scott, happy Lent.
Happy Lent.